What? You got it, Pat.
I
You
look no. Now here's the thing. I will say this. Back then, you basically knew every white person was racist. Now it's so hidden. You don't know. You don't know what you fighting against racism, capitalism, being canceled, uh, so much shit that we fighting against now. It's just I'm not saying it's worse. I'm just saying like every generation has their struggle.
We're talking about gray hairs, by the way. You started from when you press record. They were just like, "Oh, this is a Malcolm X episode."
You talk about the stress that the gray hairs bringing, because you stressed out and stuff, and they're more stressed back in the day. I mean, at the end of the day, I'd rather deal with this than possibly getting hung at any moment in time. So,
yeah,
I'll be getting canceled on Twitter.
Dark but true. Dark but true.
Twitter
niggas was getting hung by people they didn't know. That's the craziest part.
Yeah.
You say what?
Niggas was getting like killed by people they didn't even know like that. It was just like they were just walking home or something. That's stressful as hell.
That's the thing. You walking home, you thinking you cool. Oh man, cool. I'm about a half mile away. Then a car pull up, you out of bounds, boy. And you like, oh shit.
I feel like it's still like that in some areas.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, I'm sure back then it was insanely stressful. That's why everybody looked like 45 by the time they were like 19. You know them like old pictures?
Mm-hmm.
Like, this was me back in the day. And you'd be like, oh, shit, you was 50? It's like, nah, I was in high school.
You was 50?
I was in high school.
I mean, them sundown cities is still exist now. That's when people be like, oh, racism doesn't exist. I'm like, there's still sundown towns.
Yeah.
If you drive through the wrong town at the wrong time of night, they don't care. They're not afraid of you. You know how as a black dude we wear our pride like, I'll beat your ass. They be like, boy, and especially in the South, not afraid of you around here, boy.
What's the telltale signs? Because I feel like I was driving through New Hampshire, and once I saw a couple of what are them Police Lives Matter flags, the black and blue ones. I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Man, listen. I was trying to figure out what platform to make this video on. But fuck it, I'm just doing a hot take. Anybody with that flag or an American flag on their pickup truck or in their yard, I just automatically assume a racist.
Yeah.
Automatically. And it's crazy that the American flag, in my mind, and the people I was having this conversation with, in our mind, the American flag is now a symbol for racism. Especially like that thin blue line or like that little the black flag that they be having, the flag with the black stripes they be having on pickup trucks. And I was just like,
yeah,
racist.
Because they used it, they used it when they was doing their dirt. You know what I'm saying? That's not what the flag was for. It's like the rainbow. The gay people. It's like, this wasn't the intention. Like y'all just took the rainbow and now it's y'all. That's not fair. So it's very similar to that. It's just like it was used for so much violence. You just like, damn, I can't even rep the flag. I gotta make the flag red, black, and green.
Just change it. I don't know what it's not a flag. It's like this drapery, but it's like a white drape that has the blue and red stripes, and it'd be like going like that. They'd be on houses and tables and stuff like that. But it reminds me of like a slave auction. Like when people have put that on their houses and it looks like all plantation-y. I don't know what it's called, but that's definitely a sign for me. I'm like, ugh, I don't know what that is.
Have y'all ever seen a lawn jockey in real life?
What's that?
Yeah.
Like a real little black man with a jockey outfit on in the people lawn. They used to have they had one on if you watch Back to the Future, they had one in one of the yards in the 50s. It was real popular in the 50s, 60s.
It's like an anti-black decoration.
Yeah, it's like blackface, like an Aunt Jemima or something. Like those Aunt Jemima, those little blackface toys people find and stuff like that.
Was it always black only? Was lawn jockey considered just black, or was it just a thing? And then when you had black ones, it was just considered racist, or was it
always? There's a couple of I see white ones too, but the black ones look like this.
Yeah, like they be having them now. They look like they're in blackface, red lips, all that.
Yeah, if you watch, there's an episode I think recently of Curb Your Enthusiasm that kind of happened.
Yep, he took the lawn jockey out.
Hold on, Ben. I think I know the one you're talking about.
That was like towards the end. That was towards the end when he was his whole season was about not being racist.
Yeah, yeah, because he helped the lady out. He gave a black lady water just to give her water, but
In
not.
Atlanta
Yeah,
at a voting booth.
yeah. It was a great season. It closed it out strong.
Pat, is this the one you talking about right here?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, buddy. Keep
Yeah,
Illusion
pushing.
boy, you were in
Don't stop.
Dixieland. That's down there where Meg stayed. Meg stayed down there with all them racists.
What? Me and Ronnie. Don't just put me out there.
No, I'm even further in the woods. I'm in
Oh, yeah.
Athens, so it's like my racism got a little bit extra. I got a racism with a side of racism,
Yeah.
extra side. You know
Where
what I'm
are
saying?
you?
I'm in Athens. You know, if the cop got a boosie fade, your ass going to jail. That's just know that if he white with a high
Oh,
know
bald
exactly what
fade,
you're talking
you
about.
are either gonna get shot or you going to jail.
Immediately, no questions asked.
If he got a good blend on his fade, you dead. You done. You done.
If he a
that's
cop
that
fresh out of
military.
the military and he down in
Yeah.
Athens, you getting killed.
The Marines, yeah, there's a lot of them is Marines, and they have a lot of testosterone built up and shit like that. Like I did a lot of shows for the Marines, and they turned anyway. They extra turned anyway. I don't like a lot of events with just dudes, and I did like a whole tour in Japan. I was like, this is weird. I don't like it.
They mad because they ain't get to kill nobody when they was on deployment, so they come back and like, oh, somebody finna get it.
And they get drunk and they fight every weekend. They fight their friends and she's like, bro, punch me in the face, bro. I'm like,
How many comedians were black?
me.
That's it.
If you hire a fat comedian, it counts as like 2 or 3. It counts as a group. It counts as a plethora of comedians, a gaggle of comedians.
A team.
So when I did jokes over there in Japan, I forgot where we were. It was some small base, and it was only like maybe 12 people at the show. But I was like, I want to go first.
Camp Fiji?
Yeah, it wasn't Mount Fiji because that's one of. Was that no? We did Mount Fiji after South Korea, and then we did something else. It was like our 3rd or 4th show. It's only 12 people in there, all white dudes, buzz cuts, and they were drinking their beer out of pitchers. Mm-hmm. They didn't use cups. All of them had their own pitcher, and I was like, bro, it's gonna get bad in here, bro.
And it's free.
Yeah.
It's like free for them. It's like they like to keep them on campus. They like to keep them on base, so that's why they bring entertainers over there and stuff. But I went with like the Nitro Girls, so it was like, hurry up and get done with your damn jokes. We're trying to see these white women do cheerleader routines.
So you was the only comic as entertainment then?
It was 2 comics. It was me and this guy named Jeff from Boston, older white man. It was me and him. These girls, they were called, I forgot the name, but they all were mostly, they used to be Nitro Girls, but I forgot the name of their group. And then we were with a band called Red Jumpsuit. So it was like a whole tour. We went like Okinawa, Iwakuni. We went to South Korea. It was a lot. It was a lot of travel, a lot of
tour. They hit the same spots. They all of them hit the same spots.
And you can't get porn on the internet over there. It's like, huh?
Oh snap! So that testosterone.
You don't say that before you leave. They don't tell you that
testosterone.
before you leave.
Yeah.
Get in your room later on, like, all right, laptop.
What does it say?
Block.
What does it say? What does it say?
Nigga, take your nasty ass to bed. That was
It's a gift.
Go to bed, soldier.
Go to bed, soldier.
What was the Nitro Girls for? Because I vaguely remember that.
The Nitro Girls was on the wrestling, but they have I forgot what it's called.
It wasn't Gladiators, was it?
No, they were like, it's like a cheerleader squad for wrestling. It was like they did like a dance squad or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
for a WCW, I think at the time.
Yeah, but a lot of those girls that was on, I forgot, they're gonna kill me because I'm still cool with a lot of them. Shit. They were called something Angel.
They just did dance routines.
Yes, they did but it was like very America. It was like, I'm in America, you and me. It was like white power. It was like I wasn't even supposed to be there. It was like I was in the white power motherboard. I was like, oh, this is where they download white men. This is where they make them.
They brought Ronnie just so they can get the equality check.
He's like, see, we brought one of them over here.
Yeah, they got a little diversity bump for that.
Yeah, it's always like a black girl somewhere and a black dude just like
Yeah.
At Jovia, huh?
The Nitro Girls headlined?
I think so. I think we went. Me and Jeff went first. No, Red Jumpsuit headline. So then they would do like mosh pit white boy shit after that. Like Red Jumpsuit is a band. They had a couple hit records, but they used to like Full Metal Band. But they were kicking with the Nitro Girls after. So my married ass would just be in my room like.
You don't see Ronnie. How did you get on that?
Huh?
I said, you don't seem like you match. How did you get on that?
Yeah, what kind of jokes were you telling?
I'm funny as shit. Like it's like
I'm saying though, like that. They don't look like they was looking for a
it's
black.
Just like it's exactly like a college show. It's just dudes. It's more dudes. It's there because it was called the Single Marine Program, and what they did was entertain the Marines that didn't have like families and they were young. A lot of those dudes deployed were like 18, 19 years old. You know what I'm saying? 20. Okay. No family. They just buy Mustangs and Hellcats and just drive fast on the weekends and shit. And they were trying to prevent them from drinking and driving in the little neighborhoods of wherever the fuck they are at. Because we went to all over the U.S. and, all over overseas. Wherever they were at, they would just want you. They want them on campus, kind of like students, like kids. They don't want them to drink and drive because they just drink. They can't smoke. They drink and then they come back on base. And they were trying to do activities for them on base. Like I did it in what's the shit by Joshua Tree, 29 Palms. It was like
29 Palms.
Yeah, I did that shit like last summer. I hosted like a concert with I can't think of it's another white band that's big as hell, and I hosted that concert. But I had hecklers and shit. It was so funny. I was just like, it was like it'll be a group of white boys. They were like, "Show us your tits," and I'm like, "You want to see these titties? You don't want to see these titties, bro." So it was like a family day big event out there. So I do a lot of those.
That's
like,
crazy.
Poop jokes go everywhere. I do poop jokes if I'm not sure about some shit. Poop jokes and roommate jokes about dudes who live with roommates. They always
can't go wrong with that.
Can't go wrong with that. Roommate shit. Like all of them are tired of their roommates. They tired of everybody, and they just got out of high school. So
there it is. All right, well, we're gonna jump into today's first topic. Shout out to our special guest. We got Keenan Baker in the house. We got Ronnie Jordan. Shout out to the OG squad, Patrick Cloud. Make Scoop. I'm to hear more. We're gonna jump into this first topic right after this.
Rocket Money users, did Rocket Money cancel a subscription for you that was otherwise time consuming? How much do you think you're paying in subscriptions every month? The answer is, it's probably more than you think. Over 74% of people have subscriptions they've forgotten about. I know I definitely did. There were plenty of times I was looking at my bank account like, man, my money is just draining quickly. But thank you to Rocket Money, it found those subscriptions and let me know the ones that I was paying money on that I forgot about. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower bills so that you can grow your savings. With Rocket Money, I have full control over my subscriptions and a clear view of my expenses. Here's what's dope about it. I can see all my subscriptions in one place, and if I see something that I don't want, Rocket Money can help me cancel it with a few taps. It's that easy. Also, I love how the dashboard shows me this month's spending compared to last month's, so I can clearly see my spending habits. Plus, they'll help me create a custom budget and keep my spending on track. Now, here's one of my favorite things. Rocket Money will even try to negotiate lower bills for you by up to 20%. All you have to do is submit a picture of your bill and Rocket Money takes care of the rest. They'll deal with customer service for you. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all the app's features. So stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/squad. That's rocketmoney.com/squad. SQUADD. rocketmoney.com/squad.
Would you rather be confined to your house for a year versus 3 months in prison?
Wow,
now, this ain't your regular prison though. This is like locked up abroad type prison.
Abroad? Like in a bad way or a good way?
Have you seen the show?
That's not even, it's not even even.
How?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay home. I got Wi-Fi.
You could be in the comfort of your home.
Pick home, and you trying to put us in Guantanamo. Why would anyone choose that?
It's only 3 months though.
Only 3 months of Guantanamo.
I think people underestimate jail, like, or prison, like.
Right. That's what I'm saying. If you ever been there for an hour,
yeah,
you do not want to go to that mother.
Yeah, we just did time in the pandemic, so like we just came off a year or some change.
I can't wait till pandemic crank back up.
But listen, even with the pandemic, niggas was getting itchy. They was looking out that window, wanting to get out though.
Not me, nigga.
I wasn't really no.
I was feeling.
I didn't understand the people who were like going crazy, like, "Oh, I need to get out of here." Like, damn, you hate your house?
No, it's not that you hate your house, but you get bored. You get cabin fever, looking at the same 4 walls the whole time.
I was getting a little bit of cabin fever.
You got 4 walls in prison.
Yeah, but you got unlimited friends.
Unlimited friends.
You. Those are friends to hear.
Listen,
you know
what you got to do in prison is you got to make yourself valuable, right? You got to either be funny, be talented to like sing or rap,
or have good pussy.
Spread. If you make good spreads, they'll fuck with you.
To hear you will be Ice Spice in jail. They will be bidding on you like a damn auction. And while you processing, they'll be like, "I got the red one, nigga."
You get in jail the first day. First day they give you a nickname. They be like, "What's up, Bookie Butt? How you doing?"
Ginger Spice, what's good? You like, oh hell no.
Thick with hips too. Oh,
do not bite the honey bun on your bed. If they leave a honey bun on your bed, that's an engagement ring. Don't eat it. Don't touch it. You pretty much got to hit the dude that put it there. You got to fight the first nigga immediately. Like you got to hit somebody first.
Once Tahir bend over slightly, they see them gun tattoos and like, oh, he got the
you got tramp stamps. Oh,
doggy style, this nigga.
Doggy style, this nigga.
They gonna have that's the only
red. They gonna be. As soon as you get in process, they gonna be like, it's 95 degrees. Tahir is locked up, and he gonna bump with me. They're gonna be beating on your ass, but you crazy.
What do you do? Because like jail is about race. So when you in jail, like you got to stick with your race. You can't mess around. What if you a black dude that only got white friends growing up, and you go to jail? You like, nigga, I don't know how to interact with niggas. Like, you can't go over to the whites. They call
the whites woods.
Okay.
So you can't you could try to get accepted by it, but I mean, it's gonna look weird. A black dude in the Aryan Nation. They're not gonna let you in.
All you got to do is talk to somebody that did any type of time. If you ever talk to Ali, you'll know the outside is great. Your house is way better. If you watch Domino Effect, I'll be watching Domino Effect in my house like, oh Lord, you went through that, Jesus. Like, it's too many dudes in one room for me. I don't even like to watch rap battle because too many niggas together. It's like, where the girls at? That's my I don't like a lot of niggas because
hey, y'all saw that video of the prison guard who had like a wife and kids getting smashed in jail?
I just saw it the other day on Twitter, man.
What happened?
Crazy. There's a guard who was in a random cell, and the cell was crazy. They had like snacks and they were smoking. Mm-hmm. I guess it was in the UK, but she was doing a lot of crazy stuff. It was pretty much a porn video, but they found her online, and it was like happily married, like with kids and shit like that. Just like her bio was like just a couple of married, blah 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 blah. And I was just like, woo.
Listen,
I don't know why you would trust an inmate to keep his word. I'm just gonna film it. I ain't gonna let nobody see. And it wasn't even the dude that was smashing. It was like it was his cellmate. His cellmate was recording. Yeah, he was getting the angles over the shoulder, the aerial view. I was like, this is actually pretty good quality.
It was.
Well, when you married with kids, the women, they vagina don't cut on like it used to. When them kids, after about 4 moms, that coochie ain't cutting on like that at the house. And then you got people that work out all day and off of penis all day. We really we owe her an apology because she could have fucked a lot of dudes. It's like they been off her dick for 10 years straight, and she fell on 2. Like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that we seen though.
He's a dude that's finna beat your wife guts out better than you, and he been working out. All he do is think about hitting her, and he been telling her he doing push-ups, looking her dead in the face. And
how do you have his phone? How did he upload that? It's so many questions.
Yeah. Right.
You can get phones in jail. I used to when I was on TikTok a lot. I saw dudes go live from jail.
Right, I see that too. So random.
Going live rapping. Oh,
so the thing that throws me off is like they used to get them in, like smuggle them in the cheeks, but those were like flip phones. They getting iPhones in. I have no idea what crevice that's coming from.
Oh, I saw a dude mount a 50-inch TV in his cell on Instagram. He was like, "We in here having it." The nigga had a 50-inch on the wall.
What?
Yes,
he probably was in prison. He probably was in prison.
Well, he probably stole it from somewhere else, but it was on the wall. I was like, okay, like what about room checks?
The CEOs are probably smuggling some like the other stuff like that, like TVs and big phones.
But then why post it? You ruining your own blessings for clout. That's crazy.
Well, they be trying to catch chicks online too. A lot of women be like dating them dudes, and they be really like a lot of them dudes got 4-5 chicks sending them everything. So
yeah,
just like everywhere else.
Y'all ain't never seen Locked Up?
Man, that's what I get mad. They get treated so well. I'm a good husband. I come home every day. I don't get this kind of treatment, like at all. I'm like, nigga, both the girls can't get him.
There was a dude. He had two girls that was on the show. Did not know about each other. And they was both like, I can't wait till he gets home. I was like, that is messed up. The show knew they was both waiting for the same dude. I was like, this is so messy.
One girl was a virgin and she was saving her virginity for him. And like she denounced her family and shit. She was like, they don't know what we got. And he had a white girl too. He was a black girl and a white girl. I was like,
how do you have that much gang in jail? You can't take, well, maybe they had something set up on the outside where they taking care of them.
It's called a camera phone. He's spinning that motherfucking fruit by the foot.
Because here's what y'all don't understand about women. We don't need a lot, but we need somebody who is all about us, tells them that they think about us. Hey, you said you like this. I saw like someone who listens, and a man in jail ain't got nothing but time to listen to a woman. Okay. So that's why these women are falling for these jail dudes, because all y'all got to do is listen.
Also, these women weigh 350 and up too. That got something to do with it a little bit. I'm just saying.
Nobody else wants them. So
I ain't saying that, but I'm saying
that nigga Roddy cleared it up. No, that's not my hot take.
I was thinking as Roddy's inside his mind. I was saying,
no, because I know girls that's 300 pounds that got a muscle dude that's 6'5" and he'll kill you by her. I done seen all that kind of shit. Like a lot of the big girls got big ass in shape boyfriends like husbands. So I done seen all the spectrum of relationships. But them big girls they have 2 or 3 dudes in jail, and jail dudes have 10 girls sending them money. Like they make a lot of bread in jail. The ones that know what they doing.
Well, there's also like websites where you can meet, like it's like something about felons, but it's like not freaky felons, but it's like something where you can essentially find felons.
Yeah, like a felon have pen pal.
You can find that.
Find felons.
Only felons.
But in the space of something like that, where you can find those guys online, you can write. And this is back when I remember this. This is back when MySpace was popping. They had this going.
Yeah, they still have. They still have that.
They had pen pals before all that. These dudes was writing letters to girls, drawing them pictures and shit.
Right.
And she said that she's in the Applebee's with your ass talking about, I'm so bored. This nigga drawing her a whole goddamn Optimus Prime.
That'd be such a random picture to send a girl.
Right. The detail in the truck bed it took a little extra time. They got time to talk about their plans too. They be aspirational. They be talking about what they about to do when they get out. Women want to feel like they making a nigga better.
But how much time does he really have? These collect calls don't last that long. So we got to somehow. You
But
got all the
she's
time in the
paying,
world.
but the woman is paying for it. So she'll accept that because again, usually it's a girl who doesn't have anybody that's checking for her, or it's just she just doesn't get attention like that, even if she is cute. So when you have somebody that's willing to talk to you, tell you all these things about yourself and just listen to you, you'll pay for that. And you out here, you ain't doing nothing, you just working. You got money, I'll pay for this little collect call. That's what these women are doing. You ain't never seen locked up. That's how they be getting them.
Man,
Hey, man.
Locked Up is good. Them girls be fighting over these dudes, dog. These
Yes.
dude ain't even out yet. They be meeting up, pull up, bitch. And they be, some of them is cute a little bit, but I'm like, oh, you crazy.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, oh, it's mental. It's you off a little bit. Okay.
That's crazy. Damn.
It's like LA, like all the don't nobody like black women in LA.
Who don't?
I hear that so
All the
much.
black people like white girls.
I hear that so much from black women
black
in
women be
LA.
sitting here
How they
like-
say they can't find a black man in LA.
Damn.
Well,
was
from
in LA
LA.
and they
They
told
can't
me.
find a black man in LA that's from LA to talk to. It's always somebody from another city that lives in LA that hollers at them. But black
Me and
women
Pat.
from LA say the men out here don't like them.
Me and Pat both from here. And
I've never heard of that ever.
That's
I
what I heard.
hear
I
it,
was
but
out there
I
for
know
like
it's
3
not true.
months, and that's all I heard from all the black women out. I'd be like, hey, they'd be like, you the first person to say hey to me in 2 months. I'm like, with all this
What?
behind
But I don't think I think it's a Southern thing though, Ronnie. You're from the South, so it's like normal. But in Hollywood, LA, like you ain't speaking to people like that the way Southern people do. So I think it's a little bit different. It's not just a race thing.
No, I'm talking about niggas. Tell them to their face, you're cool, but I don't like black girls. Like that's what I've been told. Like you're fine, but
Meg, you said
you
it
gotta have
correctly.
some
Yeah.
Southern Pacific for me. Like it's like what?
Meg said Hollywood. When you said Hollywood,
Hollywood.
it's not LA. LA dudes, like I said, I talked about it before. LA dudes go black, then Mexican,
Okay,
then white.
okay.
We don't go white first. We go
Okay.
black go first, Mexican chicks or Salvadorians. Then
I
we
don't
go
know,
Like
like
that black and that Mexican are neck and neck sometimes, Keenan, depending on what side of the city you was raised on.
that's fair. Now
Yeah.
I'll argue with that. That's fair.
Yeah,
I
if you
think
grew up
Kendrick
in
gonna
East
restore the
LA,
feelings out there. Kendrick gonna get y'all talking to black women again.
East LA goes Mexican, Filipino, El Salvadorian, then black.
Woo. We made it, y'all.
Yeah, that spectrum is
We
crazy.
made it.
We had a couple
That
pit
sauce,
stops.
that
we had
sauce
to
got
take-
hotter and hotter as you went down. The sauce got
Yeah.
hotter, got spicier. I'm like, damn.
And
What
look,
was that on the
I knew
Scoville
I
scale?
wanted to say it in my head. The closer I got to the word, I was like, all right, here we go.
Yo, here, how many times in your life have you said El Salvadorian?
That's probably the fourth time.
That's what it was.
Fourth time. The other 3 times was in history class. So
El Salvadorian.
if I'm reading it, I can say it, but like just pulling it from the mainframe, I had to pull it from a terabyte of information from high school. It was kind of dusty, my boy.
I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I would take another pandemic quarantine like right now. Like if we could
Same.
just shut it down for like a couple months, I'll be all right. I'll be
Man, listen, I get so many
Maybe
bills
not now.
paid, not going out.
Summer.
We'll
I'll
get back
get-
to the
I'll be
Zooming.
getting
Like
bread
our
again.
Zoom money will go up. Niggas will be zooming their asses off. Like,
Yeah.
For
Niggas
sure.
will bring Clubhouse back. They be like,
I met-
all right, man.
I met so many
Clubhouse
people
party
during the
at 12 a.m.
pandemic. I was like, I met a lot of people.
How? Oh, because of Zoom?
Yeah, like Zooming with the homies was we was waiting on them Sundays, boy. We was like, it's going down Sunday, boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, or just
Good
IG
time,
Live.
man.
Everybody just like now people just hop on live. Everybody trying to catch the feeling of the pandemic. You can tell everybody just popping on live like, hey guys.
I feel like LA is just now coming back, so I'm good off of that. I feel like LA is popping again.
Mm.
I think everywhere.
Yeah, everybody outside.
It's
Yeah.
Glorilla fault. Glorilla got all y'all back out. Glorilla got your girl back outside.
10 p.m. on Friday.
That shit
I
was-
like
that shit was
Glorilla,
good.
man. I want to
It's
kick
very
with her one good time, bro.
You
She
wanna
say
what?
Glorilla and Miss
Goddamn
Pat
blast.
look alike. They say Glorilla and Miss Pat got the same face.
They
They-
do.
They do. They took a picture.
really
I
do.
was like,
Oh,
she need to be on the show next season for sure. That's a long
Miss Pat?
Yep.
Yeah, that I can see that.
Yeah.
You said
like she
Pat,
play her
did you,
daughter.
you said wait a minute, Pat. You said who is Miss Pat?
Yeah, who's Miss Pat?
Glorilla and Miss Pat took a picture
Nigga,
together on
it's
her Instagram.
you. You Miss Pat.
That's not what they were saying.
Yeah, I'm Miss Pat.
Did she shoot that away?
I look like Glorilla.
No, Nick. No, Pat is Miss Pat.
Hilarious.
I've never
That's
seen
not
her
what they're
before.
saying.
Miss Patrick.
That's not what they say.
She's a hilarious comedian. Her show is funny on BET too. They let her go. She's uncensored on there. She be
Oh
cussing.
no, I write on that show.
You
That
look like Glorilla.
Exactly. I was gonna say y'all
Right
don't know. Ronnie be writing on there. That's why the jokes be so good.
That's why it's good then.
That's a fun writer's room. That is. I'm like, I can say this. I'm like, yeah. I punch up. I punch up. My shit is on the floor when they doing a live show and they don't like a line. If it don't hit in front of the live audience, they're like, come here.
Mhm.
I'm saying like, say squirrel pussy. And then I'm like, I cannot believe this is my job. Like I cuss for a living. This is the greatest job ever. I enjoy cussing. That's what I say before we go to a comedy show. Like I'm on the road with Desi or T. I be like, y'all ready to cuss? Like it's so fun. That's what comedians do. We cuss for a living. We are the in-school suspension kids getting paid. That's the funny shit being a comedian. Like
That is funny. All right, let's put it to a vote, man. What we going with? We staying in the house for a year, or we going to jail in Guantanamo Bay for 3 months?
in the house.
In the house.
In the house.
Go Cruise, baby, in the house.
With DoorDash and Grubhub and man,
Right.
And freedom.
Yeah.
Go to sleep by yourself, turn the lights off when you want to.
Bro,
Yeah.
I just watched The Wire over just for my Father's Day gift. I've been watching The Wire since Father's Day. I was like, this shit was good writing.
It was.
Amazing. Also, too, in the pandemic, nigga, you can still technically go outside. Like if you
Right.
need to step outside to get some fresh air, you can
Yeah,
go
but
out.
this, in this you couldn't. You literally
Okay.
have to stay in the house for a full year.
What about like a balcony?
Is that outside, Patrick?
It's
Is
still
that
part of
atmosphere hitting you?
Am I paying rent on it though?
Good point.
If you
That's
step
gonna
on
get
the
on the
porch
roof.
and get some fresh air, you're still technically outside. So the balcony counts as
You
outside.
could go downstairs to amenities without leaving the building. Is that inside? I'm not
Yes.
stepping outside there.
If you don't step outside, you're not outside. If you step outside on the balcony, outside to grab a package, outside to your front door, it's over. You can't do any of that.
You talking about like no sun on your skin for a year type shit. That what you talking about.
Direct contact
Yeah.
with, yeah. You
I'm-
can get it
I
from the
deal
sun,
with-
you can get it from the window. You can open up the window.
It's like
See-
learn how to play Fortnite or get raped a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, in all
I'm gonna
honesty,
take
too,
Fortnite.
if
I'm
you
gonna take. I'm
you
gonna pick a game and learn it.
said confined just to your room, so you had to have one of those electric burners in there to make food. That probably would have made it like because if I'm just in one room only, I can't even go to the living room and watch the big TV. You know, I can't go to my kitchen, grab the fridge. I gotta keep the small fridge in here, a little burner in here also.
That's
That
horrible.
shit would have been probably I don't know.
I could do that.
Still
for a year
better.
over-
Still
over-
better than the possible man raping.
I was trying to help it out, baby. I was trying to help it out.
Would y'all
Nothing
try to
bad.
do? Would y'all try to learn like a new language or something while you there for? If you know you got to be in your house for a year, would you try to pick up a new like talent or language or something like that?
Yeah,
Sure.
sure.
No,
Like,
I would try to use my gym that I should be using, but I ain't
Mhm.
used. Yeah.
You got an in-home gym,
Yeah, but I don't be using it clearly. So I would force myself to use it.
but you already know more than one language, so
I mean, not fluently.
No, you know nag fluently.
And you know fatback fluently. Shut up to here.
What is happening?
Fry yourself.
What is
Fry
happening?
yourself?
you learned on Flabble.
I guess we all know a second language. Pat knows bad bitch.
Kind of the same joke.
That Patrick Cloud he's a swift guy. He is very quick with the comment.
He's very swift.
Swift is a good word. I
Pat,
like
Pat,
it.
did you get made fun of a lot when you grew up? Like, how did you get so fat? Like, your wit is quick.
No, not really. But I
You
did
just
have
got
like,
made. Wait. Did you just get made fun of like a lot? Like when you're at ADD? Is that how you got quick?
No, I had homies from Texas that roasted. So I was light skinned. They called me the AOL man. You remember the AOL man?
The
like
little
yellow.
logo.
Yeah. So I had to. That's where I started, but I learned mostly from like college and all deaf.
Where'd you go to college at?
Cal State Northridge.
Who was roasting there?
I don't know. We were just like a bunch of like musicians that just fucking.
Everybody roast. If you around people long enough, you gonna start cooking. It's just it's just black shit. That's tribal. I think I'm sure they was roasted in the slavery days. I'm sure.
Damn.
They can't even pick that good. Stupid ass.
Pig.
Look how many bombs this lame got, nigga.
Oh my gosh, Ronnie.
Get your bundles up, bitch, nigga.
This bitch nigga he wants some chitlins. Nigga, please. You can't get none of these chitlins, nigga. Master Jess gave us these. This for us. I don't know what you
Oh my god.
This nigga Roddy is unhinged, bro. All right, looks like we're unanimous with the confined to your house for a year. We're gonna jump into this next topic right after this. All right. Would you rather be wealthy with a $500 per day spending limit versus make $500 a week with no expenses? So you're wealthy, right? Let's say you're a billionaire, but you can only spend $500 a day. You can't like go out and just buy a car cash. All you can do is maybe wait till the end of the week. Actually, no, you can't wait till the end of the week. All you can do is spend $500 per day. You cannot like save it up at the end of the week and try to put it together and be $2,500, just $500 per day, but you got unlimited money. Or would you rather get paid $500 per week, but you don't have any living expenses, you don't have any cars,
Food
you
is
don't
free.
you always have food in your house and drinks in your house, but if you want to go out and kick it, all you have is $500 for the week.
This is for life. This is for life.
For life.
Is this like a WNBA side dude package? That's what they fucking with. Hey, you got one or two, big dog. Whichever one you want to get.
Hold on. What about bills to here? Like, how do you pay your bills in the first scenario? The first one.
The first scenario?
A day. Yeah, $500 a day. Like, if your bills are more than that, like you got a mortgage or something or rent due, you can't. It's more than $500. How are you supposed to pay it?
You wealthy. Your mansion's paid for. Your cars are paid for.
It's your allowance, basically.
So this is what we spend on ourselves every day.
Yep. So like if you want to go on a trip, you could buy the ticket.
But wait, hold on. That don't make sense to hear, because then the other scenario where you said you don't have any bills, you just have $500 for the week. That's kind of the same thing, but now you're saying either you have $500 to spend on yourself a day, or you have $500 a week to spend on yourself. Because either scenario, you don't have expenses.
That's true.
That's true.
So that don't make sense.
I take the first one.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. Like that doesn't make sense to hear. That means the billionaire one, you gotta have bills too. Because the second one, you don't have expenses, but you only get money at the end of the week.
Bills like lighting and gas, like those type of utilities. But if you're a billionaire, you probably got the mansion already paid for.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
They all credit.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah,
how would you have it, man? You would have them having to pay mortgage out of that $500 per day, so they have to pay like once a week on the mortgage, or how would you have it?
Well, I would say it like your mortgage is outside of like your mortgage or whatever bill costs more than $500. You still got bills, you still got to pay those, but those are outside of the $500 a day. So like, groceries, gas, anything that's below $500, that is what would get paid for. But if it's like above, you get a pass. Like if it's I have to pay for my mortgage, I have to pay for my rent, then it's okay. You get money for that. But
so then how does it matter then? If you can pay for that, you get a pass for that, then that doesn't affect the $500 a day anyway.
No, it affects the $500, meaning that day, okay, if your rent is $1,500, then that day you got $1,500 to pay your rent, you have nothing else.
Okay, well, what if you just paid your rent on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday? You can make 3 payments, man. You don't have to do it $1,500 in a day. You just have to figure out when you're gonna pay.
Then say that. That make the only point I was okay. Shut up to here. Shut up, fat back. Go speak your language. Leave me alone.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
Basically, in one scenario, you do have bills, but he said you can spread them out because you get $500 a day. But then the other scenario, you get $500 a week, but you don't have any bills. So anything, so utility, just your bills, your regular bills, you don't have those, but you just now have spending money, $500 a week.
So in the second scenario, is my house dope too? Because or do I got to say where I'm staying at right now?
It's modest. It's modest. You know what I'm saying? It's similar to what you got now. You know what I mean? It's very, very manageable.
So if we were
but
I don't like hotel with no bills for sure, but $500 a day still add up. It's still like I see you say you can't spend it, but you can hold on to it. You can.
Yep.
You can.
But you're already wealthy.
Where's the calculator? Somebody, because I can't use my phone.
This does sound like an abusive billionaire relationship. Like you got $500 a day. I don't give a fuck. You can't hold it all. You got to.
It just I feel like in the wealthy scenario, you can still travel, right? You can still buy a ticket for $500 wherever you want to go, and you got $500 for your hotel room or for food or wherever. With the $500 a week, you got to be more strategic with like when it comes to traveling or shopping for certain things because you only got that for the whole week, and that $500 you still have to pay for food.
But I mean, even with the other one,
your grocery bill. Wait, your grocery bill is not considered a bill in the.
No, if you go outside, like you got food in your house, right? Your food and your living expenses to take care of this house. But if you want to go out and kick it with people, that $500, anything outside of that house is $500 has to come
then
from.
You can't travel. Traveling would be damn near impossible.
That's what I'm saying. You have more travel ability with the scenario A than you do with scenario B.
How though? Like you would have to buy a plane ticket that's less than $500,
right?
And then you bought the hotel room on a different day.
Yeah, you got to buy everybody ticket each day of the week.
or you could buy your ticket for tomorrow. You fly out tomorrow. You ain't spent that $500 for that day. You can buy your hotel when you get there.
Mm-hmm. Or you could probably even do some slick stuff and just keep giving. Let's say you got a wife or whatever, or a girl, and you just keep giving her the $500 so it can stack up. Can you do that?
I thought that was
already wealthy.
That was supposed to do anyway. But yeah,
I mean, technically you can. You giving it away, so technically you could give it to her to stack up.
Well, I'm saying not just stack up. I mean, in the sense of like stacking up. If you wanted to buy everything at once, like he's like, all right, cool. I need this much money for the vacation. You can't buy, if a ticket's $600, you can't spend $500 on that ticket. You got to spend $600, so you can't buy it that day. You can't buy it at all. So you would have to stack days to give it to your lady, so she buys the tickets in full.
Keenan, she took your money. Okay, she's gone.
Well, in that scenario, she could just buy everything. If you can give her money, she don't have that rule, so she can just buy everything and you just supply her.
So no, that doesn't apply to this. In this situation, it's the money in your bank account. Should it leave, it's gone. You don't get a benefit from it after it leaves, and you've paid for whatever you got to pay for. Does that make sense?
Like you couldn't transfer it. You couldn't sell it to her.
You can't. No, that's if you give it to her, that's her money, not to buy you anything. In this scenario, the wizard said you don't get to benefit from it. You pay for something, that's it. It's gone. Man, so if you give it to her, it's for her. I'm just saying, because you got to make it make sense.
But I mean, she could buy the hotel room for way nicer than $500, and then you can just stay in there.
You're benefiting from it.
But it's for her though.
Yeah, if you're a billionaire, you scoffing at that $500.
You ain't gonna go in there, Pat. It's for her. You ain't gonna sleep in there with her.
No, I am, but I mean, I'm just saying it's hers. Like
the door locks. It won't let you in the room. Okay, the door is just bolted for you.
It's a complicated spell.
Y'all just keep doing the most. But here's the other part. So wait, do the math here. So 30 days, 500 a day is, come on, somebody smart.
15,000.
15,000, right?
Versus 2,000.
Yeah.
Versus 2,000 a month. Now 15,000, you're like, oh, that's a lot more money. But also, if you're a billionaire, means you have a lot more bills, right? You got probably nicer cars, probably nicer home. You got more stuff you got to pay for. So 15,000 a month. what is that really after you paid
So the
5,000
bills aren't
mortgage?
covered? Is that what we
No,
changed?
not in the one where you get 500 a day. Your bills are not covered. You got to pay with that.
You can make 1,500 a month work. I mean,
15,000.
You absolutely would go with the 500 a day.
That's college NIL money.
That's what you. No, wait. But you said you're a billionaire. So if when I think of billionaire, I'm thinking of like Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg. These people.
Well, you pretty much got all the toys you want if you're a billionaire. You got all the cars and helicopters and goofy shit. Like you.
No, but you got to pay for this. You got to because
I'm saying it's been paid for already. You probably amassed a lot of shit.
So what is your bills? That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense then. What are your bills?
You still got utilities. You still would have like.
That ain't that much.
For a billionaire's house? Yes, that is.
Okay, so maybe it's like 5,000 a month. Wait, where does he live though? That's the other part. Because I'm thinking Georgia. Y'all think LA.
No billionaire can live off of $15K a month.
They said Jeff Bezos' yacht costs $1 million, like $20 million a year to keep running. Like his yacht costs $20 million.
Damn.
20 billion? Nah, it can't be 20 billion a month.
20
billion. He got
20 mil with an M.
With an M, not a big. Would it be with an M?
A year?
Some of these people's mansions, they have their.
You got whole staff on there. You got staff and shit.
Yeah, you got staff. You got
And it's the big ass yacht. It's the big boy. He got the $1 billion yacht, the big shit.
Yes.
Yeah. That I'm still taking the 500 a day. I'm gonna make that shit work. Like I'm gonna just have like some fun dice games. Is this gonna be? We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna play some Uno for 500.
That cap is crazy though. 500 is a crazy cap.
You can't get more than that. Even if you win in a dice
funny
game.
part, the LA people, y'all is like, how can you make that work? I'm like, nigga, I get some weeds and DoorDash. I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be.
I mean, there's definitely ways to make it work.
Fuck around on Amazon a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Amazon Day coming up. You know what I mean?
Bonnie was right. 25 million a year in annual fees for Jeff Bezos' $500 million yacht.
There's no way that he's on it that much.
Nah, but the docking fees.
You still gotta pay that to keep it going.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. There's no way.
And I be thinking like, and my Amazon Prime membership don't even pay for like a day on that yacht.
Well, everybody got Amazon Prime.
Buying
shit off Amazon.
Like, dang, I ain't even pay for a day on your yacht. Dang.
Nah, man, get your broke ass out of here.
You pay for some light bulbs on that bitch. Some.
Right.
All right, let's put it to a vote so we get into this last topic. $500 per day, spend the limit versus make 500 a week with no expenses.
500 a day. I'll take that.
500 a day.
500 a day.
500 a day.
I don't be spending that much money a day right now. So
right now, I'm like, what? 3,500 a week for free?
I can make that work.
You definitely gonna
Bro,
make
I would literally fly. Like, this is assuming that the billionaire doesn't have his own jet too, because that's another thing you could also do.
He got the jet already. If you a billion, you have done so much stuff. You done did a lot of shit. You got all the shit.
I just go down each day and just pay for my hotel room or something like that.
You probably own a hotel at this level of the game. You probably got somewhere that you own. Like I got me a little Six Flags, little spot at the crib. Like I got
a little Six Flags.
Yeah, I done bought Neverland and shit. I done bought Michael Jackson shit just to fuck around.
Not Neverland.
That's cool. All I mean, you just can't go out and ball out at the club. You got to be very because
the club is me. I'm the club. Bottle. Like y'all pull up on me. I don't got to bring nothing with them. What?
Nigga said he was gonna stay at Six Flags. Ain't no rooms.
No, I'm gonna turn
Six
my
Flags hotel.
I'm gonna build a house in the middle of Six Flags.
All right, unanimous with the $500 per day spending limit. We're gonna jump into this last topic. Would you rather be a highly successful blind artist, an artist being painter, versus a successful deaf composer?
A blind painter?
Yep. Like you're just a savant. Somebody puts an easel in front of you and you just go. You feel it, you know how much space you got, you go. And with the composer, you weren't born deaf. You just went deaf, but you're still able to like conduct music or compose music and stuff like that. But you can never hear any of your compositions.
So you basically Mozart.
Mozart
versus a blind painter.
Blind painter is gonna get taken advantage of in Hollywood.
Right. They're gonna be like, 10, 20, like I'm paying you. I got to be
But
paid
yeah,
in
but
ones,
wait.
baby.
But the downside to being a deaf composer is that you still have to. Everybody don't speak your language. You know what I'm saying? Like it's harder because you're deaf and you can't hear, right? Like you can't talk, you can't hear. I'm assuming, right? Because they go hand in
You
hand.
talk if you can't hear, but you could goddamn. You gonna be to my OBO. You gonna be.
I don't, wait,
I've
hold on.
seen deaf people have a great time.
What level of deafness is this to hear? Is this like Beethoven?
Can't.
Like,
The level where you can't hear.
Well, you cannot hear.
Full deaf.
Can't hear shit. You did. You ALS. You goddamn.
ALS.
You want a fly
Okay.
concert.
It's the same thing. If you Stevie Wonder blind, Stevie Wonder, they said he can kind of like see, I think, like silhouettes. Like he can't, because that story about how he beat that dude up. The dude blindfolded himself so he can make it fair, and then they fought like they were both blind, but Stevie was whooping his ass because he could.
Stevie, dog.
I never heard that story.
What? I have to look this up.
It's a story on Tank's podcast, the R&B podcast. But like,
wow.
So if you are that type of, if you're just fully blind, like Pat's saying in the sense of the Deftone too, like you can't see nothing, it's just blank, it's just blackness. I mean, I feel like as a composer, it's good. I mean, you ain't got to listen to your girl nag, nigga. Like it's like it's
awesome to me. I'm like, I'm going with deaf, my man.
Yeah.
I think it'd be way easier. Painting is so visual. Like I don't even know how you would pull that off, or like know when you done. Like how you know when you done.
But here's the
other. Voila.
What are the final touches?
Will you draw on your handler? Will you wrote on you? I don't paint it on my damn assistant. Shit.
I get a blind musician because you hear everything, but I mean a blind painter, I don't get
crazy.
It. But if you know music theory, you can put together a composition without hearing it. So that makes sense. You just won't hear the applause.
And you can watch Peppa Pig with the captions on, so you straight. You good. You can watch.
But hold on, you can do it. You could be a blind painter, but in your head, it probably looked way different than what you put on a canvas.
Well, hold on. Were you born blind too? Because if you was born blind, you don't even know what water looks like. So you can't be like, I'm drawing water, nigga. What's water look like?
Or like, how do you describe a color? Like how you be like, what's blue?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a fair point. In both situations, you weren't born with your disability.
Okay.
Still, I'm taking. Have y'all seen the new shot? Candy got a stud, deaf stud, and she bust her gun, and she with all that bullshit. I'm like, oh man, this girl is dangerous.
What?
Like,
what
Shy Candy is dating a stud, and she turned her into. She's like a security kind of. She like the muscle. Like she a rough tattooed up stud, and she'll goddamn pull the hammer on people. I'm like, she's like, but I care about you. I'm like, oh, so good.
You know how dope that is though, because guns are loud, so she can't even hear the bus off.
Then she shot at somebody so fast. I was like, oh shit, don't fuck with her, goddamn.
She's like, what happened?
Yeah, Candy was like, what the fuck you doing?
Oh, my bad.
It was a dude creeping up on Candy. She was like, wow. Candy was like, what the fuck? She's like, I want to protect you. I was like, whoa, this is cool.
And usually when you lose a sense, your other sense is heightened too.
Right,
so,
right.
You know, I gotta still go deaf because like I said, I don't gotta hear what you gotta say anymore. I can just, you know, like he said, Ronnie said it perfect. You get the captions on TV, so I can still enjoy movies.
You feel right? Time.
You still technically straight.
Yeah. And then you making heat, you composing heat too. So you
But you don't even know, but you don't know what it sound like.
You don't care. Long as the check clear and you get to go to the white party, you fine. You good. You straight. You ain't got to hear nothing. I don't want to hear shit.
You would probably be one of the most famous people in the world if you were making amazing compositions and you had that disability and you were able to overcome that. Like you're one of the most famous, but you're winning the Pulitzer. Absolutely.
It's so funny that you like don't know what it sounds like. You're like, I think it sounds good. I don't really know what it sounds like. But
you gotta have like a translator, a beat translator who's just going like this while you're making the music. And if you fuck up, just like
it would kind of
But that's
That'll
like
probably work.
Beethoven. Like Beethoven made some amazing music and he couldn't hear it for real.
And
So
that
he
was
like, you remember they said he like cut his piano and put it on the ground and was like listening to the vibrations, just like feeling the vibrations.
But he was already an expert like composer at that point, so it didn't really matter.
Well, he
But
wasn't famous though. He wasn't famous. You have to
he
understand.
still
None of this
had
music.
the theory down.
yeah.
Yeah, he knew
You
what
can't, you
he
can't
knew-
even
he had the
dance to your own
blueprint.
music
Yeah.
anymore. Like that sucks. Like
What
you
you say,
can't even,
Kenny?
everybody dancing on beat. You can't even dance to your own shit on beat, nigga. Like that
Yes, you
doesn't
can.
count.
You can look at what they doing and get in step with them. You can find
Right.
out. What's
Yeah,
going
there's
on.
deaf
Hey,
dancers.
but look.
The
The
deaf
song
dance?
go off and
Yeah.
you still like
Really?
this. They be like, it stopped.
You in a deep swag surf. Ain't nobody behind you.
I hear you could beat like you could
Oh,
hear
y'all
the
just
kick
go-
drum and stuff, or you could feel some of the music.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can still feel it. But I don't know how you would do that with like, I don't know. I think I'd rather, because then it really comes down to which sense do you want to lose? You want to lose your eyesight or you want to lose your hearing?
I'll let my hearing go because I would love to be in an argument with somebody and just close my eyes. You know what?
Really?
Argument over. Argument over. I can't see you.
You blind, you get into an argument with your significant other. Nigga, they can just put you in another room and you think you're still arguing with somebody.
Yeah, your girl get mad. She gonna put you in the same outfit every day. The fuck?
Great cartoon character.
Is this my
Outfit smell familiar.
It smell like yesterday, bitch.
That just sucks though, because if you're deaf, you can't talk either.
If you deaf, what?
You deaf, you can't talk.
You still
Yes,
got
you
your own
can talk.
I forgot
There's
about
a lot
that.
of deaf people to talk.
You got ASL?
There's
Yeah.
a lot of deaf
No,
people
well, that's
can
what I'm
really.
saying. But only people who understand ASL can talk to.
What I'm saying
that
is,
to
if you can hear at one time and you talk at one time, when your hearing go, you still it'll get a little distorted, but you can talk.
Right.
I've seen deaf people talk. I got
Yeah.
You
And
heard them,
also,
it
man,
sound
if
like a
you-
little.
If you're super like famous from either one of these fields, you got a handler. You got somebody that's there with you. If you're blind and like such and such is coming over, you extend your hand first so you can shake that person's hand. Like you got somebody there to like interpret and translate for you. I guarantee it. If you're wildly successful, that would be crazy. Now, somebody's always with Stevie Wonder. He ain't driving himself.
I
That'd
don't
be
know.
wild as hell. You see Stevie Wonder walk to the driver's side of the car. Like, what the fuck you doing?
He throw the valet his keys and miss.
I don't know. Have y'all ever heard of a singer named Algebra Blessed? She came on our show and she said she met Stevie. He liked her singing. But Stevie in the morning, he called chicks in the morning like, good morning, but he called them from the car. This nigga cut the car on. He calls from the car.
Wow.
I'm just
Like, where
driving.
you at? I'm in my car. Like, I'm driving. Like, he be saying he's driving and shit. Maybe let him drive up and down the driveway or something.
It's
But,
a music video that Stevie Wonder has out with him driving in the car.
That's
It
the
was wild
I
as
would
hell.
do anything for your love. I would do anything. He got a car full of kids too.
Yeah.
My
Dangerous
daddy
as
saw
hell.
that. He was like, hell no.
That's crazy.
I remember, you know, he used to go to my church a few years ago in LA, and I remember I was in the back. I had just had my son, and him and his lady and their kids, mind you, his baby was like the same age as my baby, and I was looking over like,
He keep a
there
fresh
was nobody
baby
back there, just me and him and his lady, and I was like, hello. I was like, whoa, he got a
He was
baby.
trying
the
to
same
feel
age
your
as
wrist.
mine.
He was trying to see what your wrist was talking about, man. He like, let me see what's going on with
Ray
Shouty.
Charles.
Let me see what Shouty talking about.
Let's put it to a vote. What we going with, guys?
Ah.
I'd rather,
Deaf
I think I'd
composer.
rather be a deaf composer.
Yeah, deaf. Because I want to still be able to see things in the sense of like the visual. Because that kind of sucked to even be able to see things and you lost it. I'll be hurt for that too. Like if I lost the hearing, I mean, I don't want to, but I was like, I could still see beautiful people. I could still see the movies and enjoy all that stuff. So deaf.
Yeah, I'm going to Despicable Me with the captions on. That's what I'm doing.
At the movie theater.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm going deaf too.
Yeah, probably deaf. As
Captions.
much as I
Really,
hate to lose
to hear?
music, I just would
I
say,
was
as much as
gonna
I
say.
hate to lose music, captions
You can
though.
still, you can still watch porn.
Captions is the deciding factor for me. You still be able to watch all your favorite shows, all your
Captions.
movies with the captions.
And you got phones. These can text you still. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got phones and all kind of shit going on. Technology is all right. And they might cure that shit.
Yeah.
Let me get another
I would go with the deaf composer.
Let me get a stem cell eardrum that grew off the back of a pig.
Did everybody choose deaf?
Yeah.
All right. This is another unanimous one with the deaf. Shout out to our special guests, Keenan Baker, Ronnie Jordan today. Shout out to the OG Squad, Patrick Cloud, Meg Scoop. I'm to hear more. We'll see you next week on another episode of Squadcast Versus. Peace, guys.
Word.